itself that the Most High is actually using his people to mock what's going on, because the children of Israel, like we read earlier in Jeremiah 31, are going to still get the favor from the Heavenly Father because do these things.
Shalom. I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors and salutation to the hopeful elect. And the voice you just heard, which I hope you heard it, was from the elder brother Pashai. He's a well-known brother, beautiful brother, very diligent. And I love that brother dearly. So he did a beautiful lesson earlier, man, and I got to land back off of that bad boy, man. About this whole submarine joint, that happened, the situation with the submarine, which I never wanted to do a lesson on this because I personally didn't care about anybody in that. Well, none of us did, but the brother did a beautiful lesson, man. The spirit was on me, man. So I'm gonna go here to Obadiah. I'm gonna start off with Obadiah 1 verse 4. Obadiah is just one chapter. So if we open Obadiah and say Obadiah 4, you know what we're talking about. 1 verse 4. It says, "Thou exalt thyself as the eagles." I'm sorry, let me read up. No, I'm starting at 1 actually. The point is at 4. It says, the vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh, concerning Edom. We have heard now concerning Edom. And this is what this lesson is about. This topic is about. This subject is about. Is Edom. It says concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. And the Lord surely did. In I thought about it today at work, man, and I was thinking to myself, like, scripture say, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. That's the so-called white man. So the Lord put the so-called white man, he said, I made thee small among the heathen. He put them beneath the heathen. Esau is the worst of the heathens, man. Esau is the last of the heathens. And the Lord made the last person, the last, a very mighty, a very mighty person, man. Because the so-called white man, he rules the world. Esau rules the world with an iron fist, man. And you would think all these nations would say, man, fuck it, let's jump this nigga. Nah, they're not doing that, bro. One, Esau got that hedge about him, Well, I'm sorry. One, the Most High needs, wants his prophecies to come to pass. And two, Esau got the hedge about him, man. So let me continue on. It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Right, so it said the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, man. To go in a fucking... First of all, before the Titanic set sail, I don't remember the name of the person, but they said this was a ship that not even God can sink. That was what they uttered. And the first voyage of the Titanic, it sunk. Even though there was like the international bankers were really Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai was behind it. It says, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, Esau, the so-called white man, whose habitation is high, he dwell in the clefts, in the caves, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Right, and that's that pride, man. Them devils none of them was jakes, man. That went in that fucking submarine 2 hours down. You go to the beach, you dive, you might dunk your head in the water. That's as far as you going. But these devils went 2 hours deep into the fucking water. Into the bottom of the sea. That's what they're saying. It's about 2 hours down. And I forget how many feet, but You know, it extends the height of the Eiffel Tower. You know, that's how far down they were. It says, whose habitation is high, who shall bring me down to the ground? Right, that's the pride of Esau, man. Who the fuck gonna take me down, man? Hey, I took over God's people. I took over God's people, man. Hey, I made myself God. You know, people go to church, they worshiping me. You know, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, man. This devil they really believe that they are the people of the Heavenly Father. Why? Because the scriptures tell you, because the Lord haven't acted on what they did. You know, that pride grew in their heart. It says, thou hast exalted thyself as the eagle, thou set thy nest, Slakia, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, save the Lord. Right? And we live in, and we're in the time of the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, according to the Bible. You know, we're in the time of his downfall, man. This devil is going down, man. Hey, like the elder bro Pashai had mentioned, you know, in his video with them going down, you know, on the submarine. You know, this is one situation where I'm kind of surprised too that Jake was just cutting that. Hey, matter of fact, I probably should have told the brother. The second day, it was the second day after everybody done heard about the, you know, about the submarine and everything. I had some of my you know, Jake I know in the world sending me memes and shit about that shit, man. Laughing at it, bro. Laughing at it, man. Jake just don't give a fuck about this one, man. Usually Jake, man, yo, pray for the guys in the submarine. Damn, son, this is crazy. Wow. You know what I'm saying? But Jake just don't give a fuck, man. It says the fear of the Lord is to hate evil. It says Proverbs 8:13, excuse me. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil. Pride and arrogancy and the evil way doeth, it's like an evil, and the evil way and the forward mouth do I hate. Right? So the Lord, and each and every one of these is Esau, the so-called white man, man. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil. Esau does not hate evil. We hate evil. So we fear the Lord, so we hate evil. Pride and arrogancy. Let's look up this word arrogancy. Exalt, pride, majesty. You know, the exaltation, man. They exalt themselves, man. Like I mentioned earlier, they truly believe that they are the people of God. The pride of their heart has consumed thee, man. And this lesson is all about pride, man. That's why, Lord willing, I'll name the show Buried in Your Pride. It says, and the arrogancy of the evil way and the froward mouth do I hate. The Lord hates that, man. The perverse mouth doeth the Lord hate. It says, counselor is mine and sound wisdom. I am understanding. I have strength. It says, by me. Was it this one? No, I'm sorry. Slakia. I was meant to go to Proverbs. But before I go to Proverbs, I'm going to go to Revelation. Revelation 13:13. It says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth and in the sight of men. And now when I read this, you know, I thought about two things. No, well, three things. I thought about, you know, Sodom and Gomorrah, where the Lord made fire come down from heaven. And then I thought about, you know, which I was going through, you know, the other day. I thought about it in the book of Genesis. When the Lord sent, it was Exodus. When the Lord sent Moses and Aaron to Pharaoh, and Moses, the Lord told Moses take his staff, and Moses was doing, you know, Moses was, you know, basically showing up, and the Lord said, I will make thee a god before Pharaoh. You know, so the Moses was looking like a god because he was making all the things happen. The staff turning into a snake, you know. He was doing all sorts of things, you know, through the spiritual power. And then Esau had his Pharaoh had his magi's, do the same thing. Well, some things they couldn't like the lice and all that, they couldn't what's that word I'm looking for? Damn, man. They basically they couldn't do it. They couldn't bring forth the lights, man. They had their little tricks and all that shit, man. And it's the same thing that Esau is trying to do today. Well, if God can make it rain fire, so can we. But their way is carnal, man. The Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, right now could rain fire, man. He could squeeze the elements together, or manipulate the elements and let it happen. But Esau, you see, he got to build them missiles, them Tomahawk missiles. He got to build all sorts of missiles to rain that fire down, man. So basically, he's trying to be like the Most High. That's why, it tells you in the book of Isaiah 14 that, he's trying, I just said it, he's trying to be like the Most High. He said, I will sit on the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Right, he sat. We at the point right now where, we're pushing this devil off of us, man. Like, fuck off of me, nigga. It says, yeah, so that was, that was that. It says, and he do, I'm sorry, no, it wasn't. Verse 13, Revelation 13:13. It says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, right? In the sight of men. So we all seen the Moab 2, I think was it Trump launched on Afghanistan. We all seen Hiroshima and Nagasaki. We all seen like the nuclear missile tests. We all seen those things, man. So he does this in the sight of men. And the way men are, they just going with it, man. The way all these other nations, well, basically they're falling behind because they know there's no way they could defeat the so-called white man. Everybody know, man, this devil got a hedge about him, man. That's why it's like I gotta find my charger. My phone is about to die. It's like, Alexa, turn on the light. All right, Slack, brothers. Let me find my charger real quick. And what do you know? It was right next to me the whole time. All right. So let me move on. Since I lost my train of thought on that one, trying to get this charger. This is Proverbs. Yeah, this is what I want. This is Proverbs chapter 5, verse 21. And I'm going to read to the end. It says, for the ways of men are before his eyes, are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his goings. Right. So, see, the thing with the so-called white man, Esau got a thing called do what thou wilt. It says, for the ways of men are before the eyes of the Lord. So the Lord sees everything, man. And he pondereth all his goings. So the Lord make your path for you, man. So the Lord told them stupid ass billionaires, get your stupid ass on a stupid ass submarine that's controlled by a stupid ass $20 controller, and go down and visit the dumb, stupid fucking Titanic. And I'm saying stupid because who gives a fuck about a goddamn ship in the bottom of the fucking ocean, man? The fuck is that? If I go down to the bottom of the fucking ocean, oh wow, the Titanic, then what? Gives a fuck, man. Gives a fuck about a goddamn boat. It says his iniquities shall take. I like this verse. His iniquities shall take the wicked himself. It says, and he shall be holden of the cords of his sin. Meaning, you gonna pay for the shit that you fucking did, man. You gonna pay for it. You gotta pick up that fucking tab. He shall die without instruction. And in the greatness of his fury, he shall go astray. You know, I want to go back here real quick, you know, where it says, and he shall be holding in the cords, it's like, and he shall be holding with the cords of his sin, man. So the Lord he records everything, man. You know, the scriptures speak about the bird that tells the matter. That's the angels, man. The angels come down, they recording everything, bro. You ain't doing nothing that they ain't seeing. You know? How do you think the Lord knows you're going off, man? The scriptures tell you that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Come on, man. You ain't hiding nothing from them angels, man. Now I'm gonna end it off here. You know, I ain't really want to talk too much about this. You know, the lesson is based off, you know, the submarine and what happened. It's a land back. But I ain't really, because the other bro, which, you know, I'm going to put his lesson in my description. You know, he really pretty much covered everything in there. You know, I'm just adding to it. This is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. Because, you know, Esau think he runs the fucking world, man. The Lord gave you, you know, it's just like this, man. I work on a job where there's, for example, there's two main foremen. You know, I do construction. There's two main foremen. And the third guy, who's an up-and-coming foreman, you know, what was I going to say, man? Damn, man. See, that's Satan, bro. And I was just talking to the brother about this, man. My memory is leaving me, man. But let me move on. Salakia. It says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the Holy One. It says, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. You know, and the basis, I mean, lowest. And didn't the Lord say, you know, he made Esau last? So the so-called white man is the last of all the people on the earth, man. Right now, he's the first. He's in the rulership, man. You know? And we see by him ruling, we see why he's last. This devil don't know how to fucking rule, man. The Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men. This whole system, this whole country, America does not need a constitution, man. You already got the scriptures. You know? But hey, man, Lord willing, you know, this was an edifying lesson to the elect of the nation of Israel. Once again, giving all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors and salutation to the elect, the hopeful elect. Shalom.